my goodness, bro. I see why Mike Tomlin said what he said before the game. Because if you guys haven't heard, the Cincinnati Bengals put the beats on the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. Joe Flacco threw for over 200 yards, no picks. Man, Joe Flacco looked like he could be the MVP quarterback, bro. I ain't lying, bro. He looked like MVP caliber performance, dog.
Joe Flacco just went full detective mode on the Browns coaching staff, and what he found makes a soap opera look organized. Kevin Stefanski's playbook might actually be a mystery novel now. Buckle up, because this drama's got betrayal, confusion, and one very tired quarterback spilling the tea.
Probably my first 3 years, I did a few of those, like in certain situations. But it's been a while, and it kind of just happened. It just happened. So I was like, all right, now how can I find somewhere to get down and not get taken out by one of these guys? You're not thinking about it in that sense. I mean, I think you're always like wanting to go do that, but I think what being here in this situation has done for me is it allows you to recalibrate and not worry about those things. It allows you to just focus on the basics, and it's a good reminder that doing that is what leads to success and consistency. So I think the bigger thing going forward is just continuing to remind myself of that.
Zach said you.
Oh my goodness, bro, Mike Tomlin must have had a crystal ball because he saw this disaster coming from miles away. The Cincinnati Bengals didn't just beat the Steelers, they turned the AFC North into a comedy special, and somehow the Browns ended up as the punchline.
What Joe Flacco did, legendary. Kevin Stefanski is in the hot seat, man. We got fans pulling up receipts. We got members of the media pretty much saying him and Andrew Berry need to kick rocks.
Last night literally showed you that Stefanski needs to get fired and he needs to be gone. Because Joe Flacco went off 3 touchdowns, 300 yards plus, no interceptions, and only had 3 days to prepare. 3 days.
Joe Flacco, yes, that Joe Flacco, the man half of Cleveland forgot was still alive, just made the entire Browns coaching staff look like they've been running Madden simulations on rookie mode.
Y'all knew I had to come make a video. Joe Flacco fooled them. He showed it fooled them. I don't think Joe was comfortable. Kevin wants to call everything himself. He's a control freak, and that's his problem. This is why he's gonna lose his job.
The man looked like he time-traveled straight from 2012, brushed the dust off his Super Bowl ring, and decided to remind everyone what competence looks like. Meanwhile, Kevin Stefanski's sitting somewhere staring at his play sheet like it's written in ancient Greek.
And won by left-handed quarterbacks.
Right.
Or there would be 6 different quarterbacks to win Super Bowls. It is a right-handed world.
It is.
And receivers grow up catching footballs from who?
Right.
Right-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They play in high school with what? Right-handed quarterbacks. College, right-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Pros, right-handed quarterbacks. Now, you flip it and put a mirror in front of the game.
Fans are out here pulling receipts, reporters are calling for resignations, and Cleveland is one more loss away from a full-blown civil uprising. And let's be honest, Joe Flacco didn't just win a football game.
To me, the quarterback passes the ball, controls everything. If the quarterback not right, the wide receiver, the OL, the DL's not gonna be right. All of them got to come together as one. They got to be on the same page.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, congratulations, Andrew Berry, you just made history. For the worst decision since someone greenlit Johnny Manziel's second chance. You've got Stefanski pacing the sideline like a man trying to remember if he left the stove on. Andrew Berry hiding somewhere behind a spreadsheet.
And only one of them has done it.
Not to give a pass to the Browns wide receivers because they stink.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But a small percentage of the drops, I think, probably are a factor. The left hand.
The ball
real quick,
I know it was bad, but it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse.
I have the numbers. That was one of the 4 of the things I wanted to bring up, so I'll just present you the numbers.
And again, I'm saying a small percentage of why it's been so bad.
It's a factor.
And
One guy called the trade a fireable offense. Another said the franchise has become a joke. I mean, welcome to the party, pal. Cleveland's been a joke since dial-up internet. They're out here saying things like, the Browns look like stooges.
How could you do that, Andrew? How could you do it? Why on earth did you feel the need to trade this guy to a division opponent for a 5th-round draft pick? Fireable offense. That is a fireable offense. I want to know how much longer the owner's going to watch this crap.
But here's the irony that makes this whole mess legendary. Joe Flacco's been with his new team for 11 days. That's not a playbook. That's speed dating. Meanwhile, Browns fans are in meltdown mode.
Cleveland Browns locker room, man, is turning on Kevin Stefanski. Now, we all sat and watched the Cleveland Browns take on the Detroit Lions yesterday, and they got beat 34-10. And Joe Flacco had another pedestrian game, and people on the sideline noticed Shedeur Sanders was not happy and he was in disbelief.
Twitter detectives are pulling clips, Reddit threads are forming congressional hearings, and YouTube comments have turned into therapy sessions. Flacco didn't even throw shade. He didn't have to. His performance was in the shade. The man just smiled through interviews, talked about keeping things simple, and somehow managed to make half the league look overcomplicated.
As the fans have had it, we deserve better. You're worried more about your stadium than you are your football team. That's the perception, Jimmy. And you allow these people to do this. You have the worst offense in the league. Your GM screwed this quarterback thing up like I've never seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it.
He did it in front of millions of people and wrecked an entire franchise's illusion of stability. Cleveland's locker room must feel like a haunted house right now. Frustrated players, awkward silence, and that lingering question nobody wants to ask. How did we mess this up again?
Can Joe Flacco keep this team's playoff hopes alive in that division?
Absolutely. And this is why the hell you went and got Joe Flacco. T.J. Houshmandzadeh, former Bengals wide receiver, came on this show and said, getting Joe Flacco, if you protect him, he will find T. Higgins and he will find Jamar Chase. And that's two things he did on the day. Those two receivers combined for more than 250 yards, and they combined for 16 targets for Jamar, 16 catches.
The Browns' front office is dodging microphones, Stefanski's pretending to look busy, and the fans. They're beyond angry. They've been chasing temporary fixes like it's a clearance sale, and now the receipts come due. The city that lives and breathes football just got reminded of what a real quarterback looks like, and it came from the guy they treated like an expired coupon.
You know, to be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings.
Now everyone's waiting for Jimmy Haslam to step in, but let's be real. Cleveland doesn't need another meeting. They need an intervention. Fire Stefanski, fire Berry, maybe even fire the mascot. You couldn't write this story better if you tried. The Browns traded away competence, and competence came back on national television just to say, "Miss me yet?"